Okay, we ran out of time last time, so basically we're trying to stop Mavuika from offering herself up, and Renova, the ruler of death, is talking to her through a giant eye in the sky. So, right now, she said we have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now, but it remains Natlan's strongest defense should the Abyss return one day.
So, you're planning to...
Yes. My plan is to once again place my life within the sacred flame. 500 years ago, I gave my life for the chance to be reborn in this era, a chance to see all my plans to completion. And now, to sustain the Lord of the Night, I will give my life once more.
Yeah, people don't realize she's already died once before, 500 years ago.
I respect your decision, Mavuika, but this method requires an immense sacrifice.
Yeah, because as of right now, the only other Archon who's actually sacrificed themselves, or unalived themselves, I should say, I don't want to say what I really want to say, is the Hydra Archon. Focalors is the only other god who, she deceived the heavenly principles and used a gnosis to end her life. And when she did that, it broke the Hydro throne in Celestia. So what that means is no other Hydro gods can be born, like, ever. Like, the Hydro god is permanently dead, like, forever in eternity, because she broke the throne. So that's kind of an interesting theory, right? If the thrones get broken in Celestia, no new god of that element can ever be reborn or created. So what happens if she dies here? I mean, it's not exactly the same thing, but what happens?
The flames of your life force are exceedingly strong, but a life sustained by fire is one destined to die out one day. What will you do then?
I've thought about that. With the Abyss out of the picture for now, the Sacred Flame's power will be consumed at a much slower rate. My life force should be able to sustain it for another 200 or 300 years. Future Pyro-Archons will continue to seek new sources of fire. As long as Natlan's legacy endures, the Night Kingdom will survive, impervious to the Abyss.
Once again, you place hope in the hands of the future.
That's Renova right there. So there's been a lot of theories about this god. Well, she's not a, well, she is a god. Because I've only recently, I've been playing this game since it first came out. I have close to over 6,200 hours in it, and that was never mentioned in a way that I picked up on. In other words, like I don't remember reading a story about that. Like and to my knowledge, it was never told in the story, at least in a cutscene. Maybe it was, and I just don't remember it. Because they have novels in the game that you can pick up, but there's been theory videos I've been reading or watching lately. And apparently the unknown god who trapped Ether and Lumion at the beginning of the game, known as the Sustainer of Heavenly Principles, who people keep believing is Paimon, she was also known as Asmodee, but I thought they had changed her name again to Estelle, like E-S-T-E-L-L-E. But apparently, whatever her name is, she created 4 other gods known as Shades. And that's why there's another theory going around that Venti is the son of the god of time, because the god of time is one of the 4 shades. And the reason why people keep saying that it looks like Venti is because one of the 4 shades has wings like he does. But however, that's the only shade that has wings, as where this one, the god of death known as Renova, she also has wings. And that's where it kind of gets confusing, because there's an image, because it looks like A from Inazuma, the Electro Archon. It looks like her, right? And it has a bunch of wings spreading out around her with eyes all over them, and they keep trying to say that that's the ruler of death, but why would they use A to depict the ruler of death? What are they trying to say? But I think that was just a theory, a video that somebody used, because that's what I saw. I was in a video where they used A in the middle with the stone wings wrapping up around her behind her, and it wasn't like angel wings, they were just like stone like lines formed into wings with eyes all over them like this. So the eyes also appear on Arlecchino's outfit as well, like I was saying in my last video, and people say that anytime you see a character with eyes all over their outfits like that, it means they're drawing power from her, from Renova. But in order to use her power, you have to, a punishment is required, which is always death. So how could Arlecchino possibly be using her power if she's still alive? Like, if Arlecchino is still living, like, what did she give up to get the power, you know what I mean? It just, a lot of this kind of is clashing. Especially the theory on Venti being the son of the god of time and him supposedly having like a clock symbol hidden in his eye that turns gold and he can control time. And they keep trying to say that Venti is actually one of the stronger archons, but he pretends that he isn't because he's hiding that power from us. But if he has the power to control time, then what is he exactly? He wouldn't be the animal archon anymore, would he? Wouldn't he be something else? Like, I don't know, I think these are just all theories I've seen. There was like a short animation of him being locked up in a cage and him breaking free. Like, he gets trapped by like evil Glooming. But in my game, main game, I also have an Ether playthrough, by the way. But in the main like short film that someone made, it was evil Looming that trapped Venti. But why would she do that? That don't make any sense.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the power of the sacred flame. We can give it that meaning. Why shoulder this burden by yourself?
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the abyss. A grand competition full of promise and glory. But it also chained our people to an inescapable destiny. Fear and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. Morality left us with no other choice. And so, Natlan became the nation of war. This is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our people the liberation of their flesh. And now, in the same place, I have the chance to grant them the liberation of their spirit. There will be no war, only competition. One fueled by our dreams for the future, rather than a desperate struggle for survival. A new future deserves a new meaning. A chance to take a definitive step forward.
Very noble indeed. But what does any of this have to do with you? You speak of duty, but not yourself. In my eyes, Mavuika, you are not inherently special. A child of Natlan among countless others.
That's kind of messed up. In my eyes, you're not fucking special. You're just another fucking human woman.
Yes. The situation is urgent, and the ley lines must be restored right away. But it is too heavy a burden for you to shoulder alone.
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all humans as the same. But I understand what it means to be a leader. A leader is swift and decisive in the face of reality. Someone capable of making the right choice even when there are no good options on the table. Sacrificing the remainder of my life to help Natlan overcome this crisis. That is the right choice. After all, leadership is built on the trust of ordinary people. Without them, there is no Archon. The people look to their leader to make the world a better place and stand up for them when it counts. For that reason, I must see my duty through to the very end.
But what about you, Mavuika? You still haven't talked about what you want.
Well, think about it. She put her life in the fire 500 years ago. Like, from her standpoint, she's already died once. Her family is also gone. Her sister died, her parents died. Her life that she knew before she became an Archon is gone. When you really look at it, she doesn't have anything. She actually doesn't. She doesn't have a family, she doesn't have a lover, she doesn't have no children, she doesn't have anything. All she had was just the fact that she was the Pyro Archon. Everything she had ever knew is already gone. She feels like she's empty. This is a way of giving her emptiness a purpose. It's like lighting up a torch in a dark place. This is what that means for her.
Is it that unimportant to you?
It's not important, Citlali. There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built together.
It's hard to argue with her logic. She probably knew we would come and prepare what to say in advance. It's time for Natlan to enter a new era. And I know she wants to fulfill her duty as a leader, but she deserves to have a place in the future she built with her people.
I shall accept Mavuika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her death, and I will bear witness to the very end. Thus concludes the deal I made with Xbalanque several thousand years ago. Lord of the Night, you may now begin.
I'm going to watch you staring at me. Shrugging.
What are we waiting for?
Waiting for you to shut the fuck.
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony. And I cannot disregard their intentions. I must wait for them to arrive.
The captain?
Another?
I was to bear witness to a death, and now the situation is increasingly tense.
If the life of the second individual fails to meet my requirements, I fear I may lose my patience.
Rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of humanity, and I must always place their demands first, no matter who the human may be.
Cumbersome. But there is nothing to be done. Such is the duty of an angel.
Wait, this feeling.
We made it.
Auroron. It's not Auroron. People think it's Auroron who's taking part. It's actually the captain.
Thank you for showing me the way.
How did he not know how to get here? What?
The captain?
My dream is coming to fruition.
The other individual you mentioned. It was him?
Yeah, he made a deal with her secretly.
Indeed. Like you, he
Carries many lofty ideals.
Mavuika, I understand how you feel. And if I were an ordinary mortal, I would have no reason to stop you. But like you, I've been waiting for this day for too long. And I can offer a better solution. You created this new future, and you deserve to guide its direction. Your life should not end here.
Oh, I see what's happening. He's gonna trade his life for hers.
But death is the end I have been trying to reach all along. I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Your people?
Wait, the souls I saw in my dream.
That's right. They have been with me for the past 500 years.
Stealing my key cups and shit in my kitchen.
But how? Carrying that many souls within you? There's no way you could keep your consciousness intact. Besides, you weren't affected by the source mechanism like I was.
Do you still remember the voice that you heard? It came from my heart. With the help of technology from Conria, my heart was modified to convert memories and souls from the ley lines into knowledge. As a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls and developed the ability to sense their presence. Much like yourself. After encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago, I forsook the capacity for knowledge granted by the modification and used my heart as a vessel instead. The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese, have been stored here ever since.
And you want to send them home?
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night, I can become master of the ley lines and change the rules entirely.
He expressed this to me, and I agreed. The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the authority of the ruler of death. In a word, his goal is revenge.
Revenge?
After all,
Revenge game.
it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality, the curse of absolute life.
I now understand that which you seek.
Then, bear witness to my resolve and hatred. The people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to suffer endless physical torment. Cursed to witness the demise of everything we held dear. But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the five sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included.
One of the five sinners is Rhine-Daughter, the creator of Albedo. The other one is Dane's brother, Vedafenir.
If I sacrifice my life for the Lord of the Night, you get the death you desire. But at the same time, The curse of immortality would negate the very death you seek. Left unresolved, that paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, lack the capacity to bear the consequences of that outcome.
Man, you can even hear the resentment in his voice. That even you sounded kind of...
Your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my challenge to you. Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
He's gonna fight for Mavuika.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight. Like the four pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go. What are you doing? Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules, or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand. Use it to fulfill your final wish.
Well fought, my lord. Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together. Yes. Let's go together.
Is he gonna give his immortality to Mavuika? Like he's gonna give it to her and then die.
The captain, he...
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never move from this place?
Lord of the Night, is the captain still with us?
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those cursed with immortality, release from the mortal coil is the greatest form of peace.
Even so, please pass on my gratitude. His long journey has finally come to a close. I suppose this is a happy ending for him. I cannot imagine how much pain he endured over the past 500 years, or how much strength it took to never stray from his goal.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I don't think I ever saw him sleep. I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer. Just like always, he never talks about himself.
It's probably due to the voices. When souls merge in a single being, their voices echo endlessly through the mind. Souls that retain memories of their death often scream and wail in despair. Considering the number of souls inside him, that effect would be even greater.
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep?
No wonder Dane's methods of slowing decay of his body didn't work for him.
Without experiencing the curse of immortality, We will never truly know his agony, but I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was so strong. In the end, he used that immortality to his advantage, and granted the Lord of the Night eternal life by fusing his existence with hers.
Oh, that's right.
Well fought, Captain.
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to accept the souls adrift on the surface. The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. The original purpose was to help counter the Abyss. And so, their stability was paramount. But at one point in time, Natlan's ley lines were decimated. Even after reconstruction, the rules needed for the Ode of Resurrection made it impossible to reconnect the ley lines to other nations. That unique quality is precisely what drew the captain to Natlan.
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. But all those attempts ended in failure. He fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land where the souls within him could find salvation. We met not long ago to talk about that very possibility. And I confirmed the feasibility of his plan. I, too, recognized the need to change the rules of the ley lines. Not only for the souls that wander this land, but for the outlanders that may perish here in the future. In the eyes of the Heavenly Principles, that kind of change is extremely risky, if not impermissible. But, as an angel, I have a duty to serve humanity. Such is my mandate.
Thank you for everything.
See, Lily, when I gave you the Pilgrim's Chronicle, I said something rather pessimistic to you. Do you remember? How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? I thought it made no difference.
I remember her saying that.
But now, I have the chance to live forever. I am immensely grateful to humanity for this gift, and I am deeply sorry I thought so little of it in the past.
You don't need to thank us. You bear a heavy responsibility.
Heavy? No. That responsibility is the purpose of my farewell, humans. Creators of miracles. A new era awaits you.
Looks like she returned to the Night Kingdom.
Oh, I hate when my roommates come in and start talking. They always wait till I'm recording videos to start interrupting me for stupid shit.
So, this was the captain's goal all along. He fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rules of the world in the process.
He was an outstanding warrior. He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. It would seem I lost this duel. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then that responsibility will continue to be mine to bear. But for now, let us pay our final respects to this fallen hero.
Does that mean he's gonna be here always? See, and then he lets the cat in here, and the cat doesn't even want in here. I swear to God. That eye symbol looked different for a second.
To my sister, Ying. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory. But I still wanted to write a short letter to tell you about the situation after the war, after countless partings and farewells. Natlan has finally entered an era of peace. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition, rather than select warriors for war.
Wait, Kanich versus Kachina? Is that even possible? I hate to say that, but I think Kanich would win that. There's no way Kachina would win against him. Hell, I don't even know if I would win against him either. Well, in a real-life scenario, I would not. In a virtual scenario, maybe.
Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever. With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting and eye-opening adventures await them, and although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten.
The look on his face.
When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance of this war and all we lost. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day. I will forever be grateful that I got to see you again. And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I hope you know how much I miss you. I actually got the chance to finish this painting, and not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
I was right. When she said she worked on a painting, I knew it was of her family. That's the exact same picture, though, that was on her desk. So she, like, repainted it, but bigger. I like how she keeps talking about her sister and how she misses her sister, but she never mentions her parents. Like, she doesn't mention them as much as her sister is the point I'm trying to get. Yeah, Kanish versus Kachina, why would you do that? That kind of seems unfair, but then again, Kachina did defeat Milani, who was like a 3-time winner of the Abyss Wars, and no one ever defeated her, and she was able to defeat her, so it's possible, I suppose. I'm here. Oh, I was about to say, do I have control of my menus again? I don't know, that just seems kind of odd that they would pit her against her like that. Okay, what am I at? Damn it. Not enough to mean anything good. Whoa, whoa, hold on. It's me. Hey, is that a new part? I've never seen it before. Yeah, it's me. Wow, okay. Is that gonna go away? Sometimes I get texts that get stuck on my screen.
We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their lives in this war. This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us face to face with loneliness and loss. But through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered, and we never lost sight of victory. Even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory.
Kanish has that look on his face like, bro, I don't even want to be here.
When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return to us with the first rain of spring. It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will be reunited one day. And as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved homeland, they will always be with us. Their deeds immortalized in our memory, and their names immortalized in stone. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian, all equally important and indispensable. I would also like to take the time to recognize the Fatui Harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as refuge for the souls of the fallen. for the chance to offer them a final resting place. He chose to fight with us once again. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he defeated his fated foe and protected me in the process. We have had our differences in the past, and I cannot say his character is representative of all in his organization, but on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever a bad person. I never really thought that of him. Not everybody in the Fatui is a bad person. Especially like Lenny and Lynette. That's why Lenny tried so hard to make us like him. He's like, I'm sorry I lied to you, but I didn't mean it. And he like tried really hard to gain our favor. Why is Kanich in front of me again? Why do they keep doing this? Oh, hello. Discuss your future plans with your friends. Yeah, okay. So, like, we heard you like him a lot, so we're gonna put him directly in your face. Yeah. Can you...
Strange. Why does no one praise the deeds of the Almighty Dragon Lord? Go how? Does no one care about my heroism? A great hero such as myself, forced to remain nameless. Ignorant fools.
Fine, I guess you get helped out. Good job.
Well. A compliment. After all these years, it's about time you knew your place, lowly servant. Hey! Why are you glaring at me?
Hey, did you hear? As long as we get permission from our chief, we can leave Natlan as much as we want.
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right? And the Lord of the Night is a lot stronger now.
That means we can finally see the outside world for ourselves. I heard that Fontaine has a huge ocean. That is totally my vibe.
I can't wait to go see it.
Oh god, if you run into Farina though, you might want to bring a cake.
I want to go to Liyue. The mountains are supposed to be super tall.
Yeah, be careful, you might run into a Yaksha.
Sounds like the makings of a great vacation. Let's start planning.
It's funny she says she wants to be in Liyue, that's currently where I'm at right now with my Ether playthrough, and I have her with the Ether playthrough. That's funny, because that's exactly where I'm at right now.
But first, we all promised we would go to the hot springs together. Then we'll be hot springs buddies for life.
I like how it says hot spring buddies for life, but it sounds like she said hot springs buddies for life. Hello, nonsense. Muscles grow stronger through periods of strain, and people work the same way. Even though the crisis is over, we will still band together for the sake of a new future. Oh, and you should really come to the Collective of Plenty sometime. Especially you, Paimon. Your nutrition plan is already set.
Okay, so you can help Paimon get stronger, right? If something like this happens again, Paimon wants to fight by the Traveler's side.
Aha, of course. You've got serious potential. It's like that one song. I think everybody knows what song I'm talking about. Maybe not.
After you got back, you mentioned you saw Koichi in the Night Kingdom. So, she helped you then?
Yeah, she brought a lot of Saurians and helped get through a tricky part of the Night Kingdom.
Good. I'm sure that made her happy.
There's still time to see her in your dreams. Actually, no, because she literally said I won't meet her again in her dreams. She literally told me she wouldn't.
It's alright. I don't think she's going to come see me.
No, she told me that she wouldn't. Why would I be telling her this? Kind of frustrates me that this game does that sometimes. A character will be like, I'm not going to do something, but yet I turn around and suggest it to another character. It's like they literally said that they wouldn't. Why would you bring it up?
She's probably sick of nagging her older sister. Still, thank you for telling me. Natlan has a bright future because of you. And I have a chance to make up for my regrets.
Okay. Also, I could go to the statue to heal, but hold on a second. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting now, because now we have an ancient name as well. Kazuo was never heard at all, was he? No. That's funny. We're kind of like the other characters now.
My teacher once said the weight of fate is decided by the one who has to bear it. You helped Natlan overcome a cruel fate. From now on, we will always be there to help you. Now, we just need to see where your fate, no, our fate, leads us.
Putting emphasis on our. Aurora?
When Guthred's soul possessed my body, all I saw was a dark abyss. The captain carried countless souls within him. It must have taken so much strength to live like that for hundreds of years. For us, his death is something sad. But for him, maybe it finally allowed him to be at peace.
Okay, who's this guy?
My lord, you will forever serve as an example for all your soldiers.
Okay.
I knew about the captain's immense strength, but I never expected him to have such a strong sense of honor. No matter how prejudiced I may have been in the past, he now has my utmost respect.
Okay. I don't want to get close to that light. I gotta go up around this way to see if I can talk to her.
The stories of heroes will continue to be passed down from generation to generation. If Natlan faces a crisis again, I'm sure people will look to our story as a source of hope. We've earned our place in history. That's pretty surreal, don't you think?
Yeah, the one point that's kind of annoying me, though, is they literally said she was gonna die for forging my ancient name, that the price was death, yet they never touched on it again, never brought it up again, and she clearly didn't. So what the hell happened? Like, they kept bringing it up, like, over and over again, like, oh, the person who forges a name dies, that's why all the ancient name forgers passed at young ages, but yet she's clearly still here. Also, that flowing balloon up there, because we're near the Masters of the Night Wind, that balloon up there is where Sitlali hangs out at. If you go up there, there's actually like a little pillow of her little mascot. God, that's French, isn't it? Is that French? Sing your final song with pride like a hero's march to the other side. This monument commemorates the 2032 brave warriors who gave their lives in the Nightland War. Okay. These are the Masters of the Night Wind people.
When I was little, my father told me about Thrain, the Sentinel Knight, an outlander who once fought alongside the warriors of Natlan. He was brave, fearless, and deeply respected by his men. I always wished I could go back in time and see him in action. I never thought that, in my lifetime, another outlander would fight to save this land, or that I would get the chance to fight by their side. I will treasure this honor for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Just like the Archon said, we can now proudly tell our children that this war is a thing of the past. We will never forget your contribution, and Natlan will always be with you. May the sacred flame protect you in all the journeys to come.
Yeah, well, that. And alien tears will fill for them, pities long for their names. Yeah, it's like a poem all the way across. Okay.
What are you thinking about, Traveler?
She's just staring.
Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end, it cost a lot to get to this point, huh?
Sing your final song with pride, like a hero's march to the other side. This monument commemorates the 2032 brave warriors who gave their lives in the war for Natlan. Let's leave this for them. Ah, she offered her crown. Embark on new adventures. Hi-ya! Where am I going? Oh, back to the stadium. Man, look at my freaking readout. Negative 391, bro. I need to get out of here. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to get out of here. No wonder why it's going so slow. Holy shit. My ping to the server is of astronomical levels of what the hell. That does happen. I haven't seen that happen to me in a long time, though. See, now it's back. But I wasn't even all that far away. What? It's like, nah, girl, get out. Okay. And that guy's like, hell no. Sorry, I want to hear a story.
Come on! Tell us!
Well, you kids don't miss a beat, do you? Alright. You can be the first audience for this new tale. Let me know what you think. Now, where to begin?
He's telling a story about me.
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun!
Sure.
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are 3 great heroes at the center of this tale.
Me, Mavuika, and the captain. Yeah, look at my generic sword, bro. I love it.
The first is an outlander known as the Traveler, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power of the abyss. More importantly, the Traveler is kind and brave, someone who treasures those around her. You could call her a natural-born hero.
Yeah, she's super strong! Tell us more! Hey, just let him finish the story!
Just shut up, you kid. Uh-oh.
The man telling the story keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
Wow, we've really made a name for ourselves. Listening to all this is a little embarrassing, though. Not really.
The second hero is also an outlander many years ago. He forged a connection with this land and used his body as a vessel for the souls of his fallen comrades. His goal was to give them a home and, with that, a chance to be reborn into this world. The third hero is none other than our current Archon, Mavuika. Not only is she a powerful and respected figure, but she also commands the power of the Ode of Resurrection, which can bring people back from the dead. With the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story truly begins with the arrival of the Traveler in Natlan. Under her guidance, Kachina performed exceptionally well on the pilgrimage and earned her chance at the Night Warden Wars.
Exaggeration.
Suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared.
Where were these kids? That didn't happen all that long ago. Literally. These kids are like 8.
Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the furthest corner of the Night Kingdom. Hermione became known by all, and everyone began reciting the words that defined its message. In the beginning, there was darkness until someone set themselves aflame. Only then did the universe know light. Anyway, the dust has now settled, and Natlan has entered a new era of peace. The Traveler fought for life, the Captain fought for death, and our Archon, Mavuika, created a bridge between them.
Wow! Is there more? Please don't let that be the end!
Sounds like you like this one. Tell you what, give me some time, and I'll write it all out in even greater detail.
I loved it! This is the best story ever!
Oh my god.
Yeah, and Tumaini is the coolest ancient name. I get to be Tumaini today, okay guys? Hey, it's supposed to be my turn! No, it's my turn! No, it's my turn! I get to be Tumaini today! So, no one wants to be the Pyro Archon anymore? Sounds fun! What do you say, Traveler? Wanna let Paimon be Tumaini for the day?
Sure, then I'll be Paimon.
Alrighty then! Let's go, Paimon! A new adventure awaits!
Oh my god. Woo! Yeah, but we're not gonna go to Snezhnaya. There's a theory that that it's pushed back by 2 years. There's like a video of some person who talks about it. Go down, go down, go down. It lags really bad for me. Well, we have their story quest. That's why it's telling me at the bottom. It's like, did you want to do it? Yep. Unlock it. I want it up. Hold on though. That's... What about the thing with Silali? Yeah, I didn't complete that. Navigation, subjugation, break my legs. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go. I don't think I'm gonna get anything off of this. Damn it, I'm shy by a few. I can only buy... Wait. All of that for just one? Okay. I thought it was more than that. Okay. Damn it. I'm shy by a few. I can only buy 3 more. No. Yeah. I can't. What the? I'm shy by a little bit. It's impossible. No! 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 Okay, let's go. Maybe, I think you get Primo Gems for completing her story. I'm trying to get Seat Lolly, but I don't know if I'm going to. Like I said, I'll be repeating that with my Ether playthrough, but he's very weak. He's like level 40? 50. No, by now, it's probably higher. So I don't know, I always upload my videos late. Where I left him it was 50, but it's probably going to be different by now. Because I still have to do all of Mondstadt and all of Liyue before I can get a skip into Natlan. So I most likely will wait on that. Just, you know what I mean? I don't know. Don't know what I want to do with that. I don't know what I want to do, but clearly it's not that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any more. I needed something to transform something, but I don't think I'm gonna get to it. Alright. Well, let's continue this, I guess. Let's go out here. That way I can finish this, because I mean, this is a playthrough, like, I don't just focus it on like one said thing. I do multiple ascend, because there's a quest I have to do because they do that periodically in between the ascension levels. You have to like fight a set of enemies, and I can't do it right now actually. I tried it and I struggled really bad. I know that sounds dumb, but it's actually true. I have almost all of my achievements maxed out. The only thing is I don't really get into like the Genius Invocation. I was going through it at some point, but then after a while I kind of just like gave up on it. It lags really bad for me. Yeah, it only goes to chapter 9. That's funny. So I'm working on this on the Ether playthrough as well. I'm back here though. I'm barely at chapter 5. Yeah, chapter 5 is where I'm at. Visit the statue of 7 at the Sea of Clouds. Where is that? Is that in Leah? Hold on. Sea of Clouds. What statue would that be? Would it be this one? Yeah, it is. Sea of Clouds. Whoa. We need to look at her. Look at that. They maxed out. They really did give me all 6. See, that's funny because in the previous elements, you had to actually work to get these maxed out. They just C6 you right away. Bro, that's fucking insane. Wish I would have kept those. Now I'm like level 1 fire character. Oh no. Well, I have enough money to work on it. Level 1 fire character. I don't have anything. Sunday. That's today. But also tomorrow. So I'm gonna choke. It's okay. Oh man, I wish I would have known that. I just sold all of those, and I was thinking that to myself too when I was selling them. Or not selling them, transmagnifying, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, well I'm gonna have to go forge a whole bunch of these tomorrow then. I could do it today, but I'm out of resin, that's why I said tomorrow. Well actually, no, my resin's at 5. I could I'm not gonna use that though, why would I do that? I only forged 1. Oh. That's cute. Thank you for the respect, understanding, and support at every step of the way. Being her friend makes me happy. Yeah, these are the names that they said. I admire her wisdom, how she always lives in the moment. Her soul is noble and pure. Hero is just her starting point. So you think I'm doing a good job? I've been a good disciple, or a student, or a... Hold on, I shouldn't have double-clicked it. Wherever she calls home is surely a place of freedom and warmth. I wish to soar with her and see the world beyond the sky. Roar. Even if the legend of some sacred chalice turns out to be false, just setting out on that quest for it makes you a hero. That's Bona. No matter the cost, I believe in her to the end. Wow. Because that's what it means to be best friends. So these were the words that they said to me. That's very cute. That's where like, oh, you heard the words that we said? That's embarrassing. 5. Go. Oh. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I was thinking in my mind that I wanted to go see if he was still up there in the throne, but then I got sidetracked. Let's see what these flames could be used for. Because I was always curious. Where the hell am I? I should be way up above him, and he's still there. Well, where is it? This... Oh, it's... I actually have to go to him. Hold on. What? Throne of the Primal Fire. Oof. A noble figure coats the sun with frost, and 2 eras grant salvation to Natlan, not once, but twice. Offer. Traveler must be active. They're like, we don't want this pretty boy. Oh, so you don't want Hazel? Come on. How do you want it?
This world is full.
Okay, I'll do it as her. Start it again. A noble figure coats the sun with frost, and the 2 eras grant salvation to Natlan, not once, but twice. Building up your tribal reputation will grant you the reward Blazing Flint Ore, which will further improve the traveler's pyro abilities. For all. The first flint lights up the distant past, and the land of journey's beginning. We call it home. The way back may be no more, yet when you and I embrace the night, pure as a mirror it remains, and forever shall it stay. The second flint lights up the juncture of setting forth, and the day the journey began. We call it farewell. In its departure, the unchanging world betrays us, yet still some try to grasp its shadow. The third flint lights up a daytime of celebration, and a moment when hearts are opened up. We call it friendship. This journey is far from a solitary trial, but not only the winds, but the human hearts too embrace us along the way. The fourth flint lights up a tempestuous night of rain-soaked despair, and a sea of anguishing descent. We call it failure. Fighting against the rising tide, a little boat is very nearly submerged, yet thankfully it cannot prise the oars from our hands. The fifth flint lights up those of pushing onward, and the stones with which tall towers are built. We call it determination. Higher we climb, higher and higher, until at last we glimpse the destination we have long dreamed of. Woo! New ability unlocked. I don't know why I said it like that. While Blazing Threshold or Scorching Threshold are active, the current character deals 6% increased damage. If said character is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, they will deal an additional 9% damage. A Relic Candle. Within 12 seconds of using the elemental flow skill, Flow Fire Blade, after nearly I can't read. My accent's screwing me up. After nearby party members trigger a pyro-related reaction on an opponent, the traveler will gain 14 Night Soul points. Each use of Flow Right Blade will restore at most 28 Night Soul points in this way. Increases the level of Flow Fire Blade by 3. Maximum upgrade level is 15. After using the Elemental Burst Plane Scorcher, the traveler gains 20% pyro damage for 9 seconds. Increases the level of Plane Scorcher by 3. Maximum upgrade is 15. Oh god. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm still, man, the fact that he's just kind of there. I always thought this throne was gonna be important. Good to see that it was. How interesting is that? Hold on. Yeah, so I gained all of the ores from them. I went and collected them early, but I'm missing one. The only one I'm missing is the one for Anonson's clan, because it's not out yet. Wow. Cool, I guess. But like, she has to be in the team, and she has to have fire. Yeah, I'm at the very top of Ochkanet Land. Cabbage. Okay, that's a different thing. I'm not gonna read that. I'm not going to read that. I know I ain't got time for that. Is it raining? Oh, that transition. No, it's funny how we don't want Hazo. How could you not want Hazo? He's great.